The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Dexter Fowler will stand in now for the first time, coming off from nothing short of a dynamic performance last time.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
A solo home run there for Dexter Fowler. His fourth long ball of this series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Oh, man, look at these guys down there. You're not going to see a more fired-up dugout than those guys right now. What a big swing of the bat. You're in the postseason, you're on the road, you're facing a hostile crowd, and he comes up with the swing of his life right there to take the early 1-0 lead. This is huge.
Chris Bryant will take his first cuts now, and after the leadoff home run to start the ball game, does the game plan change at all from a pitching perspective?
Well, I think it's a little bit more of a shock to the system than anything else. You're just not expecting that leadoff guy to be the guy that takes you deep.
Oh, and now this ball's given a ride as well. Out to deep left center field. Outfield on the move, but this one is gone. A home run. Two batters, two solo home runs. His fifth so far in this series, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. He'll get to take his first cuts here. This is pulled into right. Polanco is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone. Addison Russell will stand in, and he was one of the heroes last time out with two big home runs.
Well, he picked a good time for him, too. Here on the big stage in October, the way he was attacking the baseball, he is definitely not lacking for confidence when he's at the plate.
Jorge Soler set to take his first cuts with a man at first and two away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Hard liner toward short. In there, a base hit. Jason Hayward steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat.
In just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. The tag, and he is out at the plate. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. How do they go about staying alive in this one, Steve?
Down by 3 after the top of the first, you're already in a big hole. So almost every guy in your lineup becomes a leadoff hitter. Get those guys on to start innings and see if you can get a rally going.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1 and 2.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Jung Ho Kang will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just 1 game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
Gregory Polanco will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off the schneid. Hitless in the series so far.
and he's an important guy to get going. If they're going to have any chance in this series, he really needs to start getting a little more involved.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Andrew McCutchen will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Sent on the ground out to second. Zobrist is there, and a bit of a high throw that time, but not much. Ben Zobrist makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Line to the right side, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Into the box, Jake Arrieta, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Dexter Fowler will get a second shot at it now. Remember, he led off the ball game with that home run to get this offense going. First pitch of the at-bat. A double play ball to second. 4. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Chris Bryant stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
First baseman number 44.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. His second home run of the series as this lead swells to 7-0. Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double. Jorge Soler is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And the run is in to score from second. It's 8-0. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Now batting.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Gary Coates is going to come on now here in just the second inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here. And that is into right field, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. Ben Zobrist gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Hit hard toward first. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. Make it 9-0. Joe Mauer will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away.
Batting 6.
David Freese steps in now. Grounded back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single. Number 19 takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Arrieta sets, 0-1 on its way. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike two. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. Number 63 settles into the box for his first chance. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, a couple of good swings.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Pirates leave 1. They're down. Jake Arrieta set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, these guys got to be coming into game 3 here feeling pretty darn good about the situation they're in. They were favored to win this series. We all know that. But they took care of business at home. The momentum right now clearly on their side. And I think it's going to be really difficult to keep these guys 3 straight games to take a series away from them now.
First pitch on its way. Hit sharply toward the right side. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases.
Boy, a real good effort that time out there in right field. I thought he had a good shot of getting there, but you see the leap comes up just a little short, and that's going to allow this guy to make it up to second here with a double.
Chris Bryant will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Drives it out to deep right center field. McCutchen going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 10-0 score.
Boy, back-to-back well-hit balls are going to get him a run right here. You've got one runner already at second following the double. And he's just going to switch places with him out there as this ball winds up off the wall. And they're getting some good swings right now as they get a run on back-to-back doubles.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
You could see him just basically jumping at that first pitch. He pulls it into right field for a solid base hit.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Tack on another run there. They put up 11 now in the ball game, and this offense is definitely running on all cylinders.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Jorge Soler stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
This is lined into the gap in left center, and he's going to come through here with extra bases. 2 runs have scored. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
And this offensive explosion continues. They're now up to 14 runs in the game. You can't even count that high. And I think defensively, you got to be saying right now, what do we got to do to get these guys out?
Jason Hayward.
Digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A two-run home run that time for Jason Hayward. His third home run of this series as this lead got even wider.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
Right to him. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 40.
Coming to the plate again, Jake Arrieta, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, and you don't have to look much further than that location right there to see why he's been struggling. That pitch is right.
And he dives to make a spectacular catch.
John Jaso will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 28, John Jaso.
Too high, 1-0. High and deep to right center field. So they're going back at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Starling Marte will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, that's a different pitch here, but also on the outside corner. Also taken for a strike. So he's got him in a quick 0-2 hole now.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Now batting,
Jung Ho Gong comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out and a runner on second base. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Gregory Polanco stands in. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Boy,
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Neftali Feliz is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Dexter Fowler strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Dexter Fowler.
Pulled toward right center field. McCutchen on the move. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Well, he's right on the fastball here. You get a look. He gets that bat head out front and just rips this ball into the alley and right. Gets the inning started with a nice leadoff double.
Chris Bryant stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second.
And you know, there are plenty of times when a team's not going to score 17 runs in a week. And these guys have got it done in 1 game so far. How about saving a few of those?
Anthony Rizzo steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Feliz is ready. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot towards the hole, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Kyle Schwarber. He singled his last time up. Shot toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. Into the box now, Addison Russell. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate, and the runner from second is in to score. Jorge Soler will dig in looking for more. Already 4 RBIs to this point.
Well, he's getting that great chance to drive in runs, and he's taking advantage of it. Some hitters just get better when there's guys on base.
But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
The left fielder, number 20.
Digging in, Jason Hayward. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, the last time he saw a fastball and hit it pretty well, so we'll see how they work him this time. You can throw him more fastballs, but you better not put it in that location.
And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ben Zobrist. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Jake Arrieta will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Ready now, Dexter Fowler, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second, and he is into second base with a 2-run double. Chris Bryant stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. Hit hard to short. Backhanded. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as Andrew McCutchen will stride forward to lead it off. And I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
ground ball right side. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Now batting,
Joe Mauer is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2.
third baseman.
Digging in, David Freese. He reached on a single in his first try. Popped high in the air. Rizzo is calling for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw.
Anthony Rizzo.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Feliz sets. Here's the 0-1. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. Oh, look at Gung. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome.
Digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. George Cantos is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Into the windup and the pitch. This is line to left. Marte is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Number 19 will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
And you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
And he lays off there, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number 1.
Now batting, number 63.
Number 63 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Fowler over to his right. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High in the air. Bryant has got it, and the side is retired. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first. Felipe Rivero will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Jorge Soler will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the sixth. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Jason Hayward will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, his second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. McCutchen looking up. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. So a solo home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist. His second home run of the series as the blowout continues. Dexter Fowler steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
Well, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier in batting practice, and he looked good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good.
Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out. So standing in, Chris Bryant. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Boy, and here's a drive. Deep left field, and the long ball's going to bite him for the 3rd time today as this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 2nd of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Kyle Schwarber stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs.
Now batting, shortstop.
A solo shot down the line in right. His 8th in this series alone as the blowout continues. Jorge Soler steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Marte going back, still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 3rd home run of this series as this lead got even wider. Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Ben Zobrist stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's a...
And this one is gone, a home run. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Javier Baez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Shot towards second. And it's in time at first. And Pedro Strop will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the sixth. Starling Marte will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Up next for Pittsburgh,
Jung Ho Kang will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. There to take it is Fowler as that becomes out number 2. Into the box now, Gregory Polanco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It's always tough to go down looking, but the thing I remember about his last at-bat...
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Dexter Fowler will be the one to... Back here in Pittsburgh. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Antonio Bastardo will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Dexter Fowler is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Boy, that's another pitch right down the middle, though. So he's gotten away with it so far, but I think he's given him a little bit too much to hit here.
And a perfect start to the 7th as this should be extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So coming to the plate, Chris Bryant. And he's got a very real opportunity at making some history here.
Yeah, all he needs here is the double, guys, so he's going to be feeling just a little bit of pressure. Cycles are so rare to get.
McCutchen is under it. He's got it 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
now batting,
Anthony Rizzo stands in for his 7th at-bat now. And he's been terrific so far with 4 hits already to his credit. Now here's the ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A 2-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Addison Russell. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through for a hit. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Jorge Soler. He's 5 for 6 to this point.
Not only is his average on the rise, but I'm sure his...
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his 2nd of the game, as this lead got even wider. Here's Jason Hayward now, as this is popped foul behind the plate at strike 1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Ben Zobrist comes forward now, and he's got to be feeling pretty confident, having already launched 2 balls over the fence in this one.
Now, there's no doubt he's feeling it in this one, Matt. He's getting good pitches to hit and then just letting it rip.
McCutchen is there, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The pitcher number.
Pedro Strop will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. Tommy LaStella will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2, Tommy LaStella.
Lifted into the air out toward center field. After it is McCutchen. He gets there to make the play, and that... Andrew McCutchen will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. Got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Hector Rondon will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Rondon's ready. Here he comes 0-1. Ripped down the first base line. Rizzo is there, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
First baseman, Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Pirates.
David Freese will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Into the seats, 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. Number 19 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. And as you and Clint Hurdle's out to have a conference at home plate, so it appears we'll see a double switch here. Jared Hughes will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Now playing second base and batting in the 9th spot.
Lifted the other way out to left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Chris Bryant comes to the plate looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game.
And this is exciting, and I wouldn't doubt him at all, Matty. I mean, he's obviously seeing the ball really well right now.
Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Anthony Rizzo will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third. Kyle Schwarber bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. Right side, hit hard. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop
Addison Russell digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last This ball's hit a ton out to center field. McCutchen going back on it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Cubs lead it 39-0. Number 63 steps into the box.
Leading off for the Pirates, catcher, number 63.
And a high strike there, 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Rondon looks in. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And reined in, 1 away.
Now batting,
Number 37 will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
0-1.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. To first. Rizzo is there. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Starling Marte will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Hahn couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. Tony Watson will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Marte. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, if his guys go on to win the pennant, I think you're looking at the MVP just on the strength of this one ball game alone. Now, I'm not ready to call it one for the ages yet, but it is a very, and I mean very, short list of guys that have hit 3 home runs in a postseason game. And he's just done it all in this one.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Number 18,
Ben Zobrist digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. McCutchen racing back around first, digging for 2 now. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double. Number 40 will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. Fly ball out toward left center field. McCutchen is after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. The runner from second crosses the plate. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple. So coming to the plate, Dexter Fowler, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him the pitch that he likes.
Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. In to score is the runner from third. Chris Bryant comes forward as he'll try to replicate what he did back in the 6th, that being a home run, of course. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field, and for the 2nd time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 4th in the ball game as the blowout continues.
first baseman number 44,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, McCutchen. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher,
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Kyle Schwarber. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Boy, he has really taken a pounding out there. That is 6 hits he's given up in just this inning alone. And what are they waiting for, man? You've got to get this guy out of there.
Digging in once again, Addison Russell. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Oh, this one really hurts. You don't mind seeing this quite as much with the bases empty, but this one's going to cost him a run.
In is Jorge Soler as he lines this one out to center. That's in there, base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. Jason Hayward steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Ben Zobrist stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. Hit back up the middle. Gung is there. And it's in time at first, and finally at long last. Aroldis Chapman will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Gregory Polanco stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Andrew McCutchen will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Swing and a miss, and with that, the Bucks are down to perhaps their final strike of the ball game.
Just overmatched him there.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And the Cubs are 1 step closer. They're going to the National League Championship Series.
Well, that's a pretty good celebration going on down there on the field, but they know that they have a lot of work left to do, and they'll start thinking about it all over again here in a couple of days when they play in the NLCS.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no way you could look past this guy. Really a game he'll remember for a long time. 4 home runs. No other way to break it down except to say that was an awesome performance.
Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Steve, what's the key for him here tonight?
Well, you get multiple runners on base, so you don't have to have the long ball in order to hang a crooked number on. You need to avoid the double plays when they do get guys on.
Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one, as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight. Right back at Lackey on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Into the box, Eduardo Nunez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. That's popped up out towards short right field. Baez is there for it. And that's the second out of the inning. Brandon Belt gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike one.
This has been just the kind of start you hope for in a game one.
Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Hayward. And that retires the side. So a 1-2-3 first for... And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Into the box now, Addison Russell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting third.
Chris Bryant gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are two away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And he'll make that play look easy as the Buster Posey makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
The catcher, number 28.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Hit out towards second. There's Baez. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth. Shortstop.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. Once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Hunter Pence will stand in here in game one, and he'll be looking to put a disappointing division series behind him.
Yeah, it was disappointing in that he wasn't able to really carry much of the load. But I know he's grateful to have a shot at redemption here in the league championship series.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. No offer that time, and it's back to 2-2 on the Giants right fielder. 4 pitches. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Anthony Rizzo strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Coming to the plate now, Jorge Soler. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Gunned has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. And he is in there. Javier Baez will step in here with a runner at third now, so maybe an important at-bat here early in the ball game.
Yeah, I think you really need to get something out of this inning, even if it's...
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall, a home run.
Batting seventh, catcher.
So a 2-run shot to left center, his first homer here in the series, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the ivy. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. Jason Hayward stands in.
Left fielder, Jason Hayward.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's a 3-0 game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. John Lackey stands in as the batter now, and with the runner already in scoring position and 1 away, he likely won't be bunting here. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Hey, give him credit up there. He's going to take his hacks.
Hard liner to center field, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Dexter Fowler stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. And a relay to the plate. The tag from Posey is right there, and he is gone at home plate.
Yeah, now in hindsight, you could have had runners at second and third with 1 out, but they roll the dice. They're trying to pick up that run from first, and it winds up not working out for them.
Here's Addison Russell. Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field. And for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing. And sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bryant. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Bumgarner's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
And boy, the Cubs have come to play, as this is good for extra bases as well. And he will stroll in there standing with a two-out double. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. Gunned over to his left. And that's the third out. Joe Panik will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just one run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Denard Span is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Yeah, that's a good pitch there. That thing tried to come back but didn't quite get there.
Calling for it. Soler makes the play, and there are two gone now. Madison Bumgarner will stand in now with two away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-0. Jorge Soler digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gunned is there. He's got it one away. Ready to take his hacks again. Javier Baez as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Oh, you got to like the way he's throwing the ball right now. You get a 1-pitch out to start the inning, and then you follow that up with a 3-pitch strikeout. He's settling in nicely now.
Striding into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Bumgarner into his motion. Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Pence at the track. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. Bernie Gund will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Grounded down the third baseline. Bryant is up with it on to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there, as we're going to get another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that replay, and we're going to have to see what the word from the dugout is. Remember, the ruling on the field is safe.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Cubs have decided to challenge.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. Now the ruling on the field is safe, and it probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to overturn this call and call him out.
And we'll get our answer here, as it appears the umpires have made their decision and the headset comes off. And the runner is safe at first as originally called, so they will lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Stepping in now, Eduardo Nunez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for one, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So a runner on second with 1 down now, and standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. And a high strike there, 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fowler is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Buster Posey stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Lackey comes set. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Hayward. And that ends the inning. Jason Hayward is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Hit high and deep to right center. Back goes Span. Still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. His first homer here in the series as this lead swells to 7-0. Into the box now, John Lackey, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
He's already hurt him once, so maybe you don't want to be leaving that down the middle.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Dexter Fowler steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, these guys aren't wasting a whole lot of time up there. They've taken an aggressive approach here early in the count. It's paid off for them through the first few innings.
First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Shoots this one to first. That's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away. Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. One run scores. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Make it 9-0. Jorge Soler will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the offer so far.
First pitch of the at-bat. Scorched to third. Scooped up to second for one. On to Belt, and they turn the double play. Brandon Crawford will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Baez fields it cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The right fielder,
Hunter Pence is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And here's a swing and a miss that time by Pence as he falls behind here, 0-2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Coming on is Fowler. 2 gone.
Up next for the Giants, second baseman
Joe Panik is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Into the seats, 0-1. Lackey steps into the windup. Coming at him with the 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. Javier Baez comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And good late movement there from Peavy on the fastball. It's 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, that's another pitch right down the middle, though. So he's gotten away with it so far, but I think he's given him a little bit too much to hit here.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. As he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
And that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit. Around first, on his way to second now.